Hello, this is James Adam Lohr speaking. This is the first video that I'm going to make for a YouTube channel. I thought I would just give it a shot. Forgive me that you won't be able to see anything in this video. It's going to be mostly just audio. But it's dark and I'm driving in my car to work. And I really just want to get things off my chest. And you never know. You know, a lot of people may see this, maybe nobody ever sees it. Nobody ever watches it. Who knows? You don't really know till you give it a shot. And, you know, you got to give everything a shot at least once. Try everything. You know, if anything, it's a new experience. And, you know, if I get some views, maybe I'll make more videos. Maybe I won't, but I would like to keep doing it, and you never know. But a lot of videos I've seen lately are about the U.S. economy, and there's a reason for this, why there's so many videos about people struggling to live. They can't afford the cost of living. You know, people are depressed, people are working longer hours, and they still can't afford this cost of living. Housing is insane. Apartment rent is unaffordable. Even for a single bedroom apartment in my area, it's nearly $1,200 a month. And that's a hard pill to swallow for people who make $20 an hour or less. Especially when the average car note now for even a decent running used car, you're looking at least $500 a month with low mileage and having something that's reliable with a warranty. I mean, sure, you can get a clunker, but then you got to worry about putting all that money into that clunker and then breaking down a month later. And that's the problem with that. And that's why I typically buy used cars with a good warranty and low mileage so that I have a reliable ride back and forth to work. A little better peace of mind. But anyway, things like that is why people can't afford to live right now. Rent and vehicle prices and food costs are just astronomical right now. I mean, there's places in this country right now where a dozen eggs is over $10. And that's just insane to me that eggs would cost that much. One of the cheapest foods that we have is now not very cheap anymore. And the other problems is healthcare. Healthcare just keeps getting more and more unaffordable, more corporatized by huge conglomerates like United Healthcare. And all these hospitals are owned by one big mega corporation, and they don't really have to compete on pricing or service at all, so they can just keep jacking up healthcare costs. And then we have these middlemen insurance companies also siphoning billions out of the economy, and they are just making healthcare even more expensive. I actually went to a chiropractor not long ago, and the visit was $40 if I paid in cash, but if I used my insurance, it was $75. So explain to me why using my insurance would make it cost more than if I just paid in cash. It's obvious that insurance companies are siphoning money out of this system as well, and they are a middleman just making everything more expensive. And that's a lot of the reason we have such an expensive economy. We have middlemen everywhere. You can't even buy a car without going to a dealership and paying a middleman a marked up price on that car and paying even more for it in order to get that car. You can't buy directly from the factory, so they cost a lot more money than what they should. And that's a lot of the problem with our economy. We have so many middlemen who are just got to get in on the action on every transaction to make everything cost more. And not only that, we have monopolies just taking over entire industries, like Ticketmaster when they merged with Live Nation, basically making all live shows where you have to buy through Ticketmaster. And that means they're a monopoly and they can charge whatever they want, basically, and make tickets way more expensive than what they should be. So we're not enforcing antitrust laws, and that's one of the big problems we have with our economy. The other big problem is having all these middlemen And now it's also, we have predatory lending, like credit cards with 30% interest rates and payday loan lenders who want to charge you ridiculous amounts to get your paycheck early so you can pay your bills. And it's just gotten out of hand for most people. We're in a massive debt bubble right now of trillions of dollars. And I don't really see that going well for the U.S. economy. And I don't know about anybody else, but right now it seems like things are not going to get much better. And we're seeing a record number of people leaving the United States to live abroad because it just makes more sense to live in a country that has universal health care, that has a more affordable housing, that has a lot lower cost of living in general, where you don't have to work as much in order to pay for the cost of living, where it's not a struggle to survive, and you're working less, and your health care is taken care of, and you can spend time with your family, and their food is healthier in these countries because our country is so hell-bent on making extreme profits on food and making food as cheap as possible that we use hormones and we use GMO, genetic modification on our food to make it grow faster, and our food has less nutrients than food in other countries, and we're putting all kinds of preservatives and chemicals in our food so it has a longer shelf life, and these things are killing people, literally. They're giving us diabetes, they're giving us obesity, they're giving us cancer. And we have higher rates of cancer, obesity, and diabetes than any other country on the planet, by far. So it's starting to make less and less sense to even live in the United States because the cost of living is so insane. And I would like to make more videos talking about these issues, and maybe you guys will watch this, maybe not, because it's all dark and black and you can't see nothing. So maybe you, but at least listening, maybe you can agree with some things, maybe not. But this is from a perspective of someone who lives in the Midwest, in the middle of the United States, and I see this country going to a very dark place. And I'd like to talk about it more. And maybe talk about some more upbeat things. Maybe do some food reviews. Who knows what else I'll do. If it takes off, who knows. But thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. And have a good one.